in the final was the two teams who overcome the difficulties during the season the best way.
I would call you like the Xabi Alonso of the Austrian Basketball League.
I learned more than in all my life. To keep MVP, it's very difficult.
At least you kept the finals MVP. That's definitely happening, but the season MVP will be tough, I guess. We crowned a new champion, and it was a very big final series, to say it like this. And that's why we talk today in English. And that's why I welcome not only Stefan Schiehauer, but also Klym Artamonov. And I want to say congratulations from everyone at Korbgeflüster to you for winning this title with the Hefte Helfen Bulls.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it's great to have you on the podcast, Klym. And
yes.
Hallo an alle unsere Podcaster, Freunde und Zuhörer und Fans. Schön, dass wir heute diese Folge auch auf Englisch aufnehmen dürfen mit dem amtierenden Meister. Und da ist meine erste Frage gleich einmal, Klym, how's your German?
Ein bisschen, ich verstehe ein bisschen, but to speak it's the problems for the moment.
You will learn it.
The next podcast, the season preview, we can do in German, I think.
Okay, we can try. Next time we can try.
Yeah, it was a very great final series, to be honest. The first Game 5 since 2014. So I think everyone in the league should have loved it. How was the partying afterwards, Klym?
It was great. Obviously, it's no secret. I think afterwards, when you are winning the title every time, parties are good. But obviously, you also need to know how to party and how to celebrate. So, it was good. I'm not gonna lie.
So let's start maybe first with the whole season experience. I mean, we had the preview when we started this season. Then you had this long journey throughout the year, and then of course also the experience you had in the ENBL. So how would you maybe sum up this season 25-26?
I mean, obviously, I think, of course, we tried to enjoy the journey. We tried to stay in the presence. It was a lot of challenging moments. For me personally, it was challenging. We made the preseason, almost all preseason without the big man. But it is obviously like 40-50% of the team. So we needed to do to build already some style, to build something. After the big man came with more talent than we expected. It was another experience how to implement him. How to make all these adjustments, and we tried to build the team. We tried to build our identity. And overall, I could say that in the final was the two teams who overcome the difficulties during the season the best way. I just want to say, for example, in one moment was looking like Gunners is going down because of, I don't know, losing their leader. He went to Ikea or some injuries or something. But they find a way. And they start to play very good. In one moment was for us also challenging with some injuries, something, but the club reacted well. We signed some injury replacement, and doesn't matter in which roster we were. We tried to maintain this competitive level. We tried to compete. Doesn't matter it's the NBL game or Austrian League game. And I think it was difference between the other teams, because I think the other teams when they had struggles with the injuries or with the performance or whatever, it was looking like they are going down, So I really think that these both teams maintain the level during the season, maintain the competitive level, overcome the difficulties the best way. And that's why we were in the finals,
And so, I mean, your team brought the basketball hype back to Kapfenberg.
It's obviously it's true. It's true. I think it's the most important. It's the most important because basically we could win. I start from the semi-final. We could win the semi-final or we could lose. We could win the final or we could lose. But already since even after the final of the cup, I need to be honest. After the final of the cup, the picture changed. Like you are going everywhere and everybody talk about the basketball. Everybody asks, oh, this guy played tomorrow, don't play, or this game was like this, like that. It start to be different. A lot of people start to come for the games, So I think it is the most important what we are proud of, that, the people get back to the gym and the people start to talk about the basketball. Because, now, of course, when you win the title, of course, you are going on the streets, everybody is, see you. But it's happened already 2 months, 3 months ago, it's a huge difference. It is really, like besides the sense the people don't see too much, but I think the most important for the people, and that's what I say for the team, we can lose or win in the end, but if we are fighting, if we are fighting our lives on the court, and the people see it, they will respect it, and they will come for the basketball, and they will cheer for us. It was for us the most important, to show up every day over there. And after this, we overcome a lot of difficult moments during the season, some bad games, some injuries. Everybody overcome it, not only the players or coaches, everybody, organization as well. I think we are together made the good job in this direction. That was what bring us where we are.
So what impact maybe do the fans also had in this final series? I mean, it was the first time since 2003 where Kapfenberg also, get the 3-2 win against Gmunden. I mean, like for the club, it was when they won a game 5 in that series. But I was also at the venue when you played game 4, it was in Oberwart. And I mean, like everyone was coming up with those signs we know from the Ted Lasso series with the Believe one. So it was very packed. Your fans did a lot of noise. So how important maybe were the fans for you guys on the court?
There are no doubts. It was our sixth player. There are no doubts. And I could say since game 1, and even going down 0-2, I had a lot of support from the fans, a lot of messages, when the third game we won over here, like it was a big drama, reservation of the best bus. Everybody wanted to go in Oberhof, everybody. Where maybe some people who just was thinking about that this 4 or 5 days. I don't remember how many was break, but everybody were speaking about this, and especially, of course, in the fourth game, it was big impact that part in that basket, in the right side from our bench was with our fans, and of course it was amazing, and I think they had the huge impact for this result.
I also want to talk about Game 4. I mean, Oberwart needed just one more win. You were down by 12 points and your entire season was on the line. What did you tell your players? How did you turn this special game around?
Look, to be honest, like when it was 0-2, it sounds easy, but to be honest with you, for me it was. I had more confidence and I had more confidence, and I had like, okay, I could say more confidence that I will manage this, that we will manage this, okay, the third game happened like it happened, but in the fourth game, I knew that, in my opinion, it was like, who win this game will win the title, because logically, Oberwart they win the title. If we win, I was in this situation, down 0-2 as the player. And when you win this, when you tie in this 2-2, the last game is going like oil. The other team mentally, it's very difficult for other team, very, very difficult. And what was for me important, for me was important that the game 3 and game 4 need to be different, because game 3, it was hyped, energy, like we were hyped. It was home court. It was different. Over there, we knew that it will be tough from the first second, and the most important for what I was preparing the team to think about the next play, like to forget about the bad decisions, for mistakes, turnovers, missing shots, whatever. Some bad calls or good calls, whatever. Forget about this and stay emotionally in the game, because I told like during the 40 minutes, we will have this moment where we will have the chance to break the game. And if emotionally we will be not ready for that, we will not use it. So for me, it was the most important. And I could say that this fourth game, our players lacked emotionally, stay calm, confident, stay together, communicate with each other about this next play, about what is going next, the best way in the season. The best way in the season, obviously. And this happened like this. Okay, in the locker room, I needed to find some tough words, some I needed to wake them up, not wake them up, but we were like, okay, we start the game first 2 minutes like two unsportsmanlike fouls, and we start to like doubt, okay, like doubt, and then they shoot to 22 free throws in the first half. Why? Because like they're entering in the paint. After this, we are giving some contact, some stupid contact, or some contact where we want to make some blocks, obviously, but like, Oberwart used this contact in the different spacing, in the different part of the court. So, I tell them, look, we need to increase the physicality from their free throw line till our free throw line. Like we cannot. They were entering to the paint like to their house. It was very bad first part from us by the performance. The performance was very bad. But mentally we were there, So in the second half, we add to this mental strength, we add the performance. We understand this, we start to give another physical level, more smarter in the different areas, in the different parts of the court, and to react in the right moment in the second half with the, let's say, physical abilities and keep staying mentally strong. I think that they gave us a chance to win, and when it was chance, we used it, and that's it.
It's very interesting. Like you're talking like an experienced head coach that's working now for 5-6 years or something. I told Shi before, I would call you like the Xabi Alonso of the Austrian Basketball League, because first season it was quarterfinals and you got swept by the Gunners. And then second season you won the championship, the first one for Kapfenberg since 2019. So how was maybe also your learning experience throughout this season? How do you think you developed in your coaching style?
I mean, look, huge, to be honest. Like when I became the head coach in the end of the December of the previous season, like already when season ended and we lost to Gunners 0-3, like I was speaking with some coaches and then some friends and whatever. I said, look, for this amount of the time, this 5 months, how many it was, I learned more than in all my life about everything, about the communication, about the leadership, about everything, even about the basket, obviously, and now, through all the season, it was unbelievable experience. And I can repeat that through this part of my life where I'm the head coach, I think I learned the most. Because you need to deal with the people every day. You need to deal with the characters. You need to deal with the players. Players need to deal with their problems. You need to understand that. You need to lead them. So like, you need to prepare them. You need to prepare them for their best performance, and you need to adjust. You need to adjust every time. The most important what I learned being the head coach, it's to have the knowledge to listen. I mean, to listen. For example, like sometimes you are emotional. You see that okay, we lose the game. You saw that, and for example, that's why I have the great assistant coach who will say, okay, look, calm down, we do this, we analyze, we watch where is really the problem, and after we take decisions, So in the end, like, I really learned how to listen. Of course, after this, you can take it or don't take it, but you cannot be the head coach and thinking that you are the smartest. You need to know how to listen your players, how to listen your club, how to listen your staff, every time. You need to understand this. And this is what I learned. Because when we are the players, we are like, okay, good, I respect this coach, he's telling me, but like now I'm emotional, he tell me like, look, don't be emotional, don't do that. And I'm thinking, okay, he's telling bullshit, because we are the players like this. We are thinking, yes, but I'm playing, I'm the smartest. In the end of the day, we are like this. So this is a huge part of what I learned. And of course, the second one, that you need to have the reactions in the right moment with the right timing, and you need to adjust. You need to adjust because, like, of course, for me it was a little bit more easier because in the summer I knew what is necessary for the league, for recruitment. Yes, we knew what is necessary inside of the team, what puzzles we are missing. We knew pretty much the refereeing style, the other coach's style, the other team style. So it is a little bit easier. But for example, I cannot imagine if different coach, doesn't matter from which level, he is coming to the new league, like let's say Austrian league, and like he need to know all of this. It's very difficult. You need to know local players. You need to know refereeing style. You need to know what is style of the league. What is need to be for the league. What is the key for the league. What is inside of your team. Which kind of the characters you have. How to build and everything. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. And I had huge advantage that I am here already the third year, and pretty much we knew it. After this, we could make wrong also, we could recruit wrong. You never know. But adjustments during the season, it is very important. Very important adjustments during which kind of the roster you have. Adaptation, like, okay, I wanted one thing, but on the preseason I see, okay, this player, no, not for this. You spend only like 3 weeks to understand where their strong side, if it's new team. Yes, you recruit him, you study him, but you have your vision, but he come here and you see it's different. You need to adapt, you need to change, and the most important when you are adapt is not going crazy. It's not to go crazy, because in the end for the players, as more simple, it's the best way. So I could say the experience great. The experience was great, huge. I think I improve a lot as the human being, as the person, as the coach. It's no doubts. It's unbelievable experience. Doesn't matter how it could finish. You win or you lose.
Klym, speaking about experience, what did our podcast host, Oberwart Gunners coach Horst Leitner say to you after Game 5?
I mean, he was. I think he was sad. It's obviously when you're losing this kind of the games, it's not the time for the big talks and some speeches, but I still didn't call him. I have planned to do it, but I will do it after one more week. I let him rest and calm down emotionally. But I believe that it was bad for them. I believe, I mean, emotionally and mentally, it's not easy to lead 2-0 and after to lose 3-2. But as I told in my interview after the game, huge respect to their coaching staff, to their club. I think they're role model for the Austrian basketball. What they're doing the last years is really amazing. How they managed to build the team to be competitive. 3 times in the row they reached the finals. 2 times they won before that, and it's no doubt that they're every time building the top team.
It's also interesting you spoke about the word tough. So, of course, the community was also asking us, and it's always tough when you play in the Austrian League to bring the squad back together like it was this season. So also there was a lot of community questions on which players can we expect back for you next season? I mean, you also signed a new contract for yourself, but also Vitaly Zotov was signing an extension. Tay Fields was also the same. Who else can the fans expect back for your squad next season?
I mean, yes, we extended Zotov, we extended Fields. We are working on the Daniel Georgic and Nemo Krstic to extend their contracts. On Justin Mako, who helped us also. Toby Schrittwieser, these local players. From the other side, we will watch for the options on the big guy position. And to be honest, we try. We understand that to keep MVP, it's very difficult.
At least you kept the finals MVP. That's definitely happening, but the season MVP will be tough, I guess.
Yes, and Quinton Green. Also, I think the club trying the best, but I also think it will be difficult. But also, as I say, we are players, and I understand them that if I could be them, it needs to be the next step in their career. It's not about the money, it's not about the economical conditions, it needs to be the next step in the career, and it's absolutely normal. Why it's happened with the Zotov and Fields, I can explain very easy, because Zotov is already experienced, and now, in my opinion, we are in the time where these classic point guards, they're going a little bit, away from the modern basketball. So, not a lot of teams want real true point guard. We wanted this, so we like it, and we extend him. But I think also, he experienced, he was in a lot of countries and he understands the reality.
For me, Vitaly was the unsung MVP of the finals. He was so important in Game 5.
Yes, it was very, very important. And, he understands the reality. He liked it here. We love what he gave us for the team. We missed this the previous years, and it's very important puzzle for us. And, it was good offer for him. He accepted, and we are very happy with the Fields because he's very, very young, So their save is agent, okay. Maybe it's the best that, that he's repeating one more year. Also helping us a lot to make these moves to play in the NBL, because if we don't play NBL, I don't bring Zotov over here from the top 4 teams in Lithuanian league, When I called him last year, 10 days before, he was playing in the semi-final against Žalgiris Kaunas, So I told him to come to the Austria. Of course, first his ears was like this and the eyes like this. I say, yeah. But after the season now, he say, look, when you called me, I was like this, but it was not easy. The league is very, very tough. So, this NBL part, it's helping to us, especially with these 2 extensions. If we don't play NBL, they're not staying. No one of them is staying,
I think Zotov, I think, is also important for you. I mean, you're from the same country, so especially at the point guard position, you need a clever player and everything. I think that's also good for you, because he's the longer arm of the coach. And Tay Fields, I would say, there were a lot of US players who stayed for a second year in the Austrian league, and then their market value became even bigger. I mean,
speaking about Marcus Asa, for example,
he can sing a song of it because of Marcus Asa, and I think that's also for young players. It's very important to maybe not overhype themselves with saying, I played a good season and now I get a good contract in, let's say, Germany and France and Spain or something, but I want to take the next step here, confirm my development, and then get the next step to the new league, I would say.
And honestly, they grow up. They are both grow up during the season, because, if we remember when Zotov came, he was playing on a little bit different level, and, for them, for him, okay, he expect player to stay here, he's not here, so especially mentally, he grow up a lot, and also by his performance and everything. But for me, more mentally, because, he was able to keep the team mental strong in the difficult moments, in the tough moments on the court. It's very, very important. He really improved on the leadership, in this stuff, and fields, he's given very important this physical point, which some teams didn't have, which for this league is very, very important, and he can play multiple positions. You saw the last quarter in the fifth game against Gunners, he played from position 1 till position 5. So this is where basketball is going, and this is how we wanted to recruit the versatile players and the players with the character. Obviously, this team, they enjoy it during the tough moments. When the tough moments was during the season or during the some games, they enjoyed. They showed resilience instead of crying, searching for the excuses. They really faced these tough moments and they showed the character. It was very, very important.
We've spoken about the players. Where will we see Klym Artamonov in 5 years? In which league will you be then? What is your
Honestly,
dream? What is your coaching dream?
Honestly, I don't think about that. I try to stay. I try to stay in the presence and to enjoy every day. To give my best, and we will see where life bring me.
Will be very interesting to watch it. Also, one player I want to talk about a little bit, who was also interesting to watch during this final series, and I was at the Staatsmeisterschaft for the 3x3, and there his name was also dropped a lot. Quentin Green, you talked about him before. There were also a lot of people who talked to me and said yeah, this guy, he can play on a whole different level. He's such a great scorer and he's giving so much energy. How important was his scoring power for you guys during this whole season? I mean, you talked with me about him in the preview, and there you also said he's a very important puzzle piece because he knows the league from guards and also brings that experience also to the squad.
Yeah, I watched him in game 1 where you played against Wales, and I had talked to my buddy and said, this one Quentin Green, he can become very special this year.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, we had zero doubts when we had chance to recruit him. Of course, we did with everybody, all the talks and everything, but the potential what he have, it is unbelievable. I mean, I play 13 years played 13 years professional basketball, and we could say, okay, in one moment Ukrainian league was really, really on the top level. After this, we could say something like Austrian league, whatever. But the shooter with this physical ability, I never saw in my life. This kind, it is unbelievable scorer. Which kind of the instincts he have, and he has unbelievable talent. Unbelievable athleticism, unbelievable shot. But the most important, he has character. Look, guys, he played injured maybe 30% of the games, with the small injuries, before the game against Swans, when he scored 45 points, we were not sure he will play or not. He had, I don't remember, something with the back or something. Against Wales here before the Christmas, he went for the dunk, he dislocated fingers, he was playing with the one hand, with the left hand, He could come day before with the fever. He say, coach, I say, look, but you really look bad, go to rest. Yeah, coach, but for tomorrow, don't worry, I will be there. So, this unbelievable character it's together with his athletic abilities. It's he can achieve a lot in his career, and I wish for him this. I could wish that he stay with us, and he continue to play. But honestly, for us, it was the key because how it's happened in the final of the cup. I feel during the game, okay, we were leading 14, and he had already foul trouble, and in one moment, Wales is try to reach us, and we are struggle a bit to score. And we put him, and now in this moment, he's pure scorer. In this moment he's showing up, and he got this force foul. And I understand. After fifth foul, so I understand in the end it was this missing puzzle to manage to win this final of the cup. And here the first game happened the same. Like final of the first game, it didn't go our way, everything, but we managed to come back. And then when it was 5 points, still a lot of minutes to play. The same, fifth foul, and and he has this ability and capacity to show up in the difficult moments. That actually what he did in the fourth game, and in the fourth and in the fifth game. I couldn't say that those games went like it usually go for him. The Overwart was guarding him very good, very physical, but he also grew up, and he managed to maintain him with the foul trouble in the fourth game, and he made these 2 crucial threes also, when we make this comeback, when we were down by 10 or 12, whatever. But it was very, very important. It is very, very important scoring puzzle. In general, we had the good combination, like especially on the perimeter, defensive and offensive combination, and Quinton, like it's unbelievable player, and then I hope that he can achieve the really high level and play in the good leagues in Europe.
For me also would be interesting, like you were talking about the cup final. How was the cup final maybe also, switching your mindset? Losing a final is always tough, but was that also maybe kind of an extra motivation to win the league title? Because sometimes you hear like it's tough to lose a final, but also it becomes motivational to get another title done for your team.
Of course, after this loss in the final of the cup, it was painful, for everybody. It was really painful, especially you are losing in the overtime. You are losing when you was leading this game, Of course, after this, you cannot just say, okay, guys, but we have another chance and we go for the final or for the title of the league, So, like, you need to show up with the right goals on every game, on every practice, and you cannot put, okay, we are here now we are playing against, it was next game against Swans, we are playing here to win the title, not like, but of course it was the breaking point for us. I think it was the breaking point, and I told to the team, look, like, guys, we were in the finals, we did something good, we were in the finals. Like, you cannot, like, there are no winner and loser in the final. Loser is who don't show up, don't stand up, and fall down, and don't, and give up. I say we become the, how it's called, vice champions of the cup. That's it, So now it's our time to watch, to show how we will react. Or we continue to cry, and here it's painful, we are, something, or guys, we are going for the next one. The next one we have Swans, after other games, and we made 11 in a row, 11 wins in a row, and that's what I say, the team face up the tough moments, and the team loved the tough moments, and this was very, very important, to have the characters who love the tough moments, who not searching for excuses during the tough moments,
I think she was very happy after the cup final because his Flyers team won that. Practice is, when you mention it, is also a point for me because I did also the preview with Michael Schrittwieser and Thomas Linzer. And Michael Schrittwieser also told us it was very important, the Austrian players, the role players you got in the squad, also every time showing up for the practice, like pushing the starters, the regular players to get more and more out of their potential. How did you see that development throughout the season? Because that's also every time, very important that the role players are working that well.
Look, it is more than important. For example, my assistant coach, his father was the big coach in Spain, especially he had the career in the women basketball. And in the one moment, they were signing the players for the playoff, just for the practices, to have the competitive level. So in the one moment, we are talking with the staff and we say, look, but we have the 5-on-5 scrimmage part of the practice, where, for example, like, the players like David Fetch, Dalan Vince, Simon Okoro, like, they're not entering to the 5-on-5 in the some moments, till the substitutions. So, like, in the one moment, you understand that you have so competitive scrimmage, and you are doubt yourself if one team in the league have this, okay, maybe Vienna. That's it, So, like, in the end of the day, we need to understand that, those players, they don't have this big credit, but, like, they're showing up every day. They're helping us to maintain this competitive level. They're ready to show up if something happened, to give the minutes or whatever. But the very important key for the success was, especially, you play, for example, we won 3-0 quarterfinal. You have 11 days till the next game. Like, and in the some moment, the scrimmage level was like on the playoff level. After this, you won. It happened like you won 3-0. You wait 9 days till the final. You need to practice. You need to practice. You need to keep the rhythm. So, also before the playoff. So in one moment, we understand that we can be successful this year, and the biggest difference, it's our scrimmage level on the practices. Our scrimmage level on the practices in the one moment was insane, and that's why it's also big credit for the club to invest in this kind of the players, because all these players, they cost money. And you are investing, you don't see it, but as I say, for me as the coach, is insane, because you have the high competitive level on the practice, and sometimes, usually somebody have small injury, something. So it was really great. It was big part of the success. Of course, nobody understand this. A lot of people don't understand this, but the coaches for sure understand what I'm talking about, and the people who understand in the basketball a little bit. It was very, very important.
What I want to know is who's your coaching idol? Do you have some coach who you think this is maybe the greatest coach ever?
If you say now 2 names, then you probably get a podcast award.
I mean, not only in Europe, you can also look over the sea in the NBA, for example.
Honestly, I follow. I like to watch a lot of coaches, but the most ones who I watch, of course, it's Šaras Jasikevičius. I watch him. I watch a lot Pedro Martinez and Thomas Isalo.
Cool names.
So
good names.
These three coaches I watch a lot, but also you can learn a lot. You can watch a lot. Like, especially I like to watch a lot Bartzokas, Xavi Pascual. It's a lot of great coaches. But these three, what especially last 3 years, what I try to put the focus the most.
Now you are the coach of the year. You are the reigning champion. How do you want to top this next season?
Honestly, I don't see the big difference between the which today day 12th of June of 2026 and 12th of June of 2025. Honestly, I don't have the big difference inside of me. I'm motivated. We are building the team. We are already working on that, and it's happened. It's great. But it's already in the past. It's time for the next steps. And the most important from all of this is not awards, it's not the titles, it's experience. I think it's experience, and through the 1 year, me personally, we as the club, all the players, all our coaching staff, we become better. And it is the most important, But honestly, I don't have this feeling like, okay, you got the coach of the year, you won the title, what is next? But I don't have this feeling like, what is next to build the identity of the team again? It will be maybe easier a little bit because you resign some players, but from the other side, it will be challenging on the market because we had a lot of talent last year. So you just stay in the presence and you're working for the next, but I'm not overthinking a lot that, we won and everything.
Speaking about the person, Klym, what do you do to clear your head off the court?
It's difficult. It's difficult. It's not easy. When you are, I mean, mostly, of course, I try to play with my kids. It's also difficult because they're interested only in the basketball mostly. So you come home, you have the baskets. My son after the evening practice calling me, will we wait you? Because today Fenerbahce play against Paris and it's two my best teams. I want to watch. Can I watch with you? Can I go to sleep later? So in the end, you go in home, you face to play the basketball with them and watch the basketball. Of course, during you watch the basketball, you have some your thoughts and okay, look, they do this or they do that, or it's similar to us or something, or it's something really interesting. So in some moments, it's tough to disconnect your mind. But I try to do it. When I spend the time with my family, I try to disconnect the mind from the team stuff, from the team problems or good things or whatever on next games. But of course, it is impossible to do full way. It's impossible. Like, okay, you can do it couple minutes, and after this, some thoughts are going back to your head. I think it's maybe will come with the experience. But it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy to separate those things. You show that you separate those things, but inside of you, it's not like this every time.
We hope you also are watching the Korbgeflüster podcast sometimes when you get off. At least we can also tell everyone like a subscription is for free. So if you want to support us, then you click the subscribe button just for free. And I don't know if you watched our preview for the finals.
Nah, this I didn't watch. I watched. I think it was some. We were watching here with the staff before the semifinals. I guess it was something.
That could be possible.
Yes, prediction.
Yeah, prediction.
Yeah, but what I can tell you, like Michael Schrittwieser, he was giving the tip that you probably win 3-1 in the final series. At the end, it was 3-2. So you didn't make his tip right, but I think you make him happy with winning this championship.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the most important in the end, it's result happen like this. It's 3-1 or 3-2 or 3-0. The most important to win the last game of the season. Yes, last game of the season. The most important to win. Like our president say, the most important to win the last game of the season.
And you did that, and we only can say congratulations again for winning this title. Thanks for spending another time with us at the Korbgeflüster podcast after we did the preview at the start of the season. And we hope that we can welcome you back for the preview for next season. And of course, if you got any questions already, we will look into the comments also in 3 months and 4 months, whenever it will happen. But you can ask Klym whatever you want, and we will bring the question up next time. But for now, thank you for you two guys for doing this with me. And so the last words belong to you. So first Shi, and then of course the guest Klym has the final words.
Yeah, thank you, Klym. It was very nice to talk to you. Und an unsere Podcast-Hörer nächste Woche, oder was heißt nächste Woche, die nächste Folge wird dann besonders spannend, denn dann gibt es von uns das große Saisonabschlusszeugnis. Also auch dann wieder einschalten. Und für die Schlussworte übergebe ich jetzt noch einmal an den Klym.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot for the invitation. I also think that's what you are doing. It is for the Austrian basketball, in the end, we are here, everybody, to improve and rise the level of the Austrian basketball. And I think your podcast is very interesting for the people. And keep doing this. And whenever you want to invite me again, feel free.